Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to US 5221, which is Oakley Corner State Forest. I'm actually not at the area I normally activate at. That's about, I don't know, quarter mile up the road. There's people camping there. This is actually the spot where I shot the video where I did the KX2 versus the TX500. So I'm in the same spot today. I'm running an end-fed half wave. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the transformer's over there, and it runs up into an inverted V in this tree and back down that way. So today I'm going to attempt to do a 40 meter activation. It is about 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to be using the TR-35 today again. I really appreciate Brian giving me the opportunity to use this radio. The last time I had it out, I wasn't that impressed, but it wasn't really the radio's fault. The bands were awful. Now the bands have been absolutely horrendous lately. It's been over a month since I've done an activation. Between terrestrial weather, I mean, the weather here has been disgusting. It's done nothing but rain for a month. And solar conditions, solar weather's been obscene, right? Giant solar flares, coronal mass ejections, radio blackouts. I just have not had a chance to get out. So today, I'm hoping it's early enough that I can get a 40 meter activation in today. So again, I'm going to be running Brian Swan N1BS's TR-35. We're going to try to give it a fair shakedown today. The key I'm using today, I like unobtainium. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to run this key today. I changed my mind. I think that's not unobtainium enough. Let's use this guy. So this is a Palm Pico paddle. This is on loan to me, courtesy of Matt Vanderhoff, N3VAN. Matt was nice enough to send me two keys, actually. This is the first of the two. You'll be seeing them both on the channel. I have never used this key other than hooking it up to the radio briefly just to make sure it worked here 2 seconds ago. That's the only time I've ever keyed with this radio or this key in my life. So you're literally going to see my first impressions of this key on camera, because other than sending QRL twice on that key just to make sure it worked, I've never made a contact on it. So let me get everything situated here. Let me put my camera down real quick and get my N0SA key back in the box. I'm going to put you guys on the table for just a second while I do that. And then once that's done, I will move you back to the other little table I've got here so you can see better. So yeah, I'm hoping that this radio gets the job done today. Like I said, it's early enough that 40 meters should still be good. So we will see. Let me close up my Pelican cases here. Move my camera back. Get you guys situated. I apologize if the camera's a little shaky here. Dropping my battery. See how I am? Can't take me anywhere. Alright. So there we go. I think everything's in frame. Okay. Now, I'm going to forewarn you. I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night. So my copy is going to be absolutely horrendous. All right. So don't be surprised if I miss calls today. I kind of want to, I'm going to kill the camera for just a second. I want to get this situated a little better. I got cords all over the place. I want to get things a little more neat so they're not all in the way. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, that's a little better. That's not a rat's nest anymore. So fire up the radio here. Hopefully you'll be able to hear. Put that in CW narrow. Make sure I'm actually in frame so you can see what I'm doing. Yep. I can tell you just from using this key for a few seconds, I like how it feels. It's maybe a little soft, but I like the size. I like how it fits in your hand. So far, first impressions are good. All right, I think we've got a clear frequency. Now let's see if I can remember how to do. Okay, hit the RBN. Whoop. Why is that not working? Okay, well, whatever. So it's currently 11:45 UTC. This 40 should still be good. I still don't like the fixed side tone on this radio. You can change the volume, but you can't change the frequency. And the keyer is strange. I had the same problem on the TR-35. Now, one thing I will tell you about this paddle is these keys flex a little bit. Right, they're plastic, and there's a little bit of flex to them, so. Let's see if we hit the POTA spots page. I'm assuming we did, but let's take a look. I did. Key speed on this radio is wrong too. This says 25 words a minute on the RBN, and I've got it set at about 21 or 22. I've noticed that on these Pentec radios also. The key speed is lower on the radio than real life. That's a QSB. Ooh, he's booming in. Gotcha. Ooh, he's booming in too. That's 3. Gotta get down to here. I think I copied that right. You. Gotcha. Having trouble with extra dits here. Let me turn this key speed down 1. Like I said, I don't like the keyer on these radios. It's a little better. Man, he's booming in. And somebody was in there. Whoever it was gone. They're gone now. I think I got that right. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I'll take a park to park whenever I can get it. Thought somebody was in there. Gotcha. Well, that's 8. There's somebody way down in there, but I can't make them out. I heard a 9. It's Eric. Man, he's way down in there. Man, that might not be Eric. Is that VE9? I think that's VE9. That's that Canadian station. Man, he was way down there. Gotcha. N4NTO. Yep. I don't know why I had such a hard time with this call. I've worked him a lot of times. Man, like I said, my copy is going to be rough today. I'm low on sleep. I mean, N4NTO, that's a very familiar call sign. Let's fix that in the log. Sorry about that, man. Man, I can't read that either. Copying CW with no sleep is rough. Let's try that again. N4NT. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, copying CW when you're sleep deprived is rough. And the annoying part is, I went to bed at a reasonable time. I just woke up at 3 a.m. and was wide awake. Man, he's booming in. Whew. So now that I've used this radio a little more, I like it a little better. It's simple. Like I said, I don't like the fixed side tone, and I don't like that the key speed isn't accurate. But the radio is really easy to use. The audio is good. I see why people like them. I don't... Whoop. Wait, what? Was that right? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Tennessee. Thank you for the contact, sir. You're a little hard to pull out, but I got you. That's a lie. He's not really that strong. Oh, he came up. Woo, he came way up. I know that call. Is that Lou, maybe? He's not really a 5.5. Let's see how long this video is running for. I don't want to bore you guys to tears. We're only at about 26 minutes. We'll call CQ a couple more times to see what happens. Man, the keyer on this radio. Like I said, I had the same problem with the TR-35. I don't think it was quite as bad. right, we'll call CQ one or two more times, and if we don't get any more bites, we'll wrap this one up. All right, one more CQ. I think that was W9CYA. All right, one more CQ. Okay, let's wrap this one up. Okay, so we got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in the log. That's not too bad. So let's talk briefly about both the radio and the key here. So like I said, this radio, now that I've got a decent activation under my belt on it, I like it a lot more. I don't think this is the radio for me. I'm still more of a mountain topper guy. I'm still not sold on all the switches and knobs and everything, but I think for the right type of op, this is a fantastic radio. You know, it's got adjustable key speed, although the key speed is not accurate. Adjustable power in real time, RF gain, AF gain, a real VFO, RIT. You know, you can narrow the filter. It's a nice little radio. The size is decent. It's a little big and a little heavy for what it is, but it's not bad overall. Like I said, my two complaints with this radio, I don't like Pentek's fixed side tones. I find that 700 hertz is a little bit too high for me. And the keyer's a little odd. Now, some of that is the keyer in the radio, and some of it's the key because I've never used this key before. Let's talk about this key briefly. So this is the first time out with this thing, and I got to say I'm pretty impressed with it. The paddles do flex a little bit, which is a little bit disconcerting. It's not horrible. I would like it if they were a little stiffer, like if they were maybe out of carbon fiber or aluminum or something. But all in all, it's not bad. Considering this key, you know, you can't buy these. These things are unobtainium. It feels really great. The mounting system on this thing is fantastic. You know, you can take this thing off and attach it anywhere you want on the key, so you can mount this key however you want it on something. It's a great size. It's a little big and chunky, but it's really nice to hold on to. Yeah, all in all, so far, this key is pretty fantastic. I think if I was Palm and I was to start back up production and make them again, like I said, I would change the material of those paddles to something a little stiffer. Other than that, so far, I'm really impressed with this particular key. We'll get some more use out of this guy. I will probably be sending this radio back to Brian soon. Brian, I really do appreciate you letting me use this thing. I'm sorry I've had it for so long. It's just, like I said, between the weather and the band conditions, it just hasn't really been conducive to doing POTA activations. Like I said, I haven't been out in almost like a month. So at any rate, like I said, we got, what did I say, like 17 in the log, something like that. I'm gonna have to check a couple of these calls. Like one or two of them I wasn't 100% sure on. Like I said, my copy today was not fantastic. I didn't get a lot of sleep. But yeah, so all in all, successful activation. I'll take it. As usual, the spark plug antenna. I can't say enough good things about this thing. You know, if you don't have one of these things and you're looking for an end fed that's small, you don't feel like building your own, that's robust, this thing is cool. Now I've got one of Jonathan, was it Cam 4 CFTs? I think that's his call sign. Keys, or not keys, end fed half waves that I've got to put together, one of his kits. And that'll be a lot smaller and lighter, but I don't think it'll be quite as robust. This spark plug antenna is pretty robust. So at any rate, everybody, thanks for watching another activation. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do a separate review on both that radio as well as the key. Like I said, he did send me a second key that we'll get out. It's kind of cool. So I'll be doing a QRP head-to-head between the TR-35 and the KX1 here pretty soon, quick. In fact, I might shoot that video today. We'll see. And like I said, I'm going to do a review on this key separate because this is a unique key. Like I said, you can't get them anymore. You'll see them for sale on the secondary market every once in a while, but they're not cheap. So at any rate, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, until next time, 7-3.